Welcome back to the channel. My name is Abel. We're back with Football Manager 2020 and a deal with the Devils with Manchester United. And today we are approaching the end of January, so we're in the middle of a transfer window. No real movement for us just yet, but who knows, with a week or so left. Today's game, we're at home against Leicester, who sit mid-table at the moment in ninth. We are top of the league. We've only lost one game so far this season, which was a defeat in the Manchester derby. We had that last time. We also beat Liverpool, so we're doing really well. As always, if you're enjoying this series, do drop a like, leave comments, and if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, do consider subscribing and turning on notifications. So yeah, City beat us 3-1 at the Etihad, but then we followed that up on Boxing Day by beating Liverpool 2-0. Lingard and Cavani with 2 goals inside 5 minutes in the second half, so we did well there. 6 games played off camera. We won all 6. Of course we did. Some narrow wins though. We weren't particularly impressive in some of these, but we got the wins. Against Burnley, again, it was a match that we had lots of shots in. We scored twice in the first 10 minutes, but then that was it. We couldn't break them down again for the rest of the game, which was a bit frustrating. Burnley had 1 shot on target, didn't really create much at all going forward. But it was Lingard and Cavani, the same scorers as against Liverpool, with a 7th minute goal and a 9th minute goal, 2 inside 10 minutes. But that's all we managed. It's another win under our belt, and we played well, we defended well, but we just should have had more goals really. It was far more convincing against AFC Bournemouth at home. It was a 4-0 win here, and Bournemouth had 10 men before the end of the match as well. Didn't get off to a fantastic start though, as Adam Smith gave away a penalty which Cavani failed to score. It was saved by Asmir Begovic, not great, and we couldn't break him down in the first half. We went to half time 0-0, which was very disappointing. But of all the people to break the deadlock, it was Anthony Martial, who hasn't scored a competitive goal yet this season, and we're into January. This was on New Year's Day. And Martial, I threatened him with a transfer list because of his performances. He's not been playing well. But he scored less than 2 minutes into the second half to give us that 1-0 lead, and that's what he did. He scored, and he gave us a lead. We won a second penalty, and this was converted this time. I gave it to Paul Pogba because Cavani had come off the pitch. Pogba scored his. That was 2-0 on 71 minutes. And then Martial scored again on 73 minutes to make it 3-0. You'll wait for a London bus. You wait for Martial to score, and he scores 2 in one game. Good stuff. He's finally off the mark. Pereira added a 4th late on in the game in stoppage time, and that was after AFC Bournemouth went down to 10 men. Adam Smith with a straight red card. He had a miserable game. Gave away one of the penalties. He got sent off. He didn't have a good time out there, did Adam Smith. But it was a convincing 4-0 win at home. Much, much better performance this one. Then we hosted Luton in the FA Cup 3rd round and rotated a fair bit for this one. Romero played in goal, Ethan Laird at right back, Nathan Ferguson made his debut but went off injured, Puigmal played in central midfield, so a rotated side here again, dominated the match with just 1 goal, and it came from Cavani on 80 minutes. So we had to resort to our subs to get something. Greenwood didn't have a great game. Martial had a worse game. He actually managed to completely miss the target with a penalty, which is difficult to do from 12 yards. So yeah, we won that penalty on 53 minutes, but Martial missed it. So even though he scored 2 goals, he may still be getting transfer listed because he's not been doing well. He's been terrible. But it was a 1-0 win against Luton. We made it through to the 4th round where we got Port Vale, who I think are League 2. So we should be winning that with no problems. And that started another run of us only just scraping some results. We had 3 consecutive 1-0 wins in a row. And the second one was this one at Carrow Road against Norwich. 1-0. Lingard with the only goal. That came on 35 minutes. We just didn't create very much in this one. Rashford started, didn't do too well. Matto didn't really contribute. Defending was solid. The defending's good for us at the moment. We've got the best defensive record in the league. And sometimes we can score goals, but sometimes we can't. We've got the 1 goal here, that was it. Norwich, created 1 chance maybe, which Brendier I think did. But they didn't score, we got 1. It was another win, which we only just scraped. And then we also won 1-0 away against Spurs, a team that we beat 3-0 at home. And this was a difficult game. Like Spurs played really, really well here, but they just couldn't get that goal. Our goal came from Pogba on 15 minutes as he headed in from close range. That was it, 1-0. Spurs had lots of possession, lots of shots, but they just could not break through. And again, another good defensive performance by us. Going forward, it could have been better, but again, it's another win. We stay unbeaten on this run at least. We've only lost 1 game in the league this season. We're doing really, really well. And then finally, it was a 2-0 home win against Aston Villa. Once again, it was a dominant performance. Villa with just 1 shot on target. But again, we didn't create a great deal despite having 13 shots on target. Like, we're not creating a great deal of chances. And after another disappointing first half, which ended goalless, we did score 2 in the second half. Mata with a goal just after the hour. and Marcus Rashford with a goal a minute before time. So we're getting results, but we're not playing especially good football at the moment, I'd say that much. But yeah, we're still grinding out results. City, the only competitive match we've lost in 90 minutes this season. We drew against Arsenal before going out on penalties in the Cup. So we're playing very, very well. And the league table looks like this. We are top of the table. Man City and Arsenal do have games in hand. If City win their game in hand, I'm not sure who's against, then they will probably overtake us on goal difference. But depends on our result again today as well against Leicester. We would be on 24 games played. We've got 60 points so far. We've lost just that one game, so it's going well. We have seen some players leave the club. Grant has gone permanently to Derby after a half-season loan with Seattle. Fosu Mensah has gone on loan to Stade Reims. Brandon Williams, after coming back from a loan, has gone to Huddersfield. And Fred has gone on loan to Leicester. He wasn't getting played, and he's gone on loan to Leicester, who are paying most of his wages, I think 90%. And they've got a buy anytime for 23 million as well, so they can buy him permanently. But they're paying most of his wages, not paying anything monthly, but we're only paying 10 grand a week of his wages, so pretty much not paying anything. Eric Bailly's been transfer listed. Phil Jones at the start was listed, but he's actually played some games. Bailly's played 2 matches all season, so Zoria are trying to loan him for the rest of the season. After that, I don't know what's going to happen with him. But yeah, we're just trying to shift some dead weight at the moment and see if we can maybe buy some players. But we're going to maybe try and hold off until the summer for some signings. To be the left back, we have got a central midfielder that we've bid for, and so that might be coming before the end of the window. Other than that, I think we don't want to try and wait until the summer, but definitely for that left back. I'm not sure who we're going to get there. We did look at maybe getting Jordi Alba on a Bosman because his Barcelona contract was running down, but Spurs beat us to him, so he's going to Tottenham. So this was the team that defeated Aston Villa. Daniel James did come off the bench for that game, but he's been playing in the reserves to try and get some fitness back, so he's not available today. Aaron Wan-Bissaka also not long back from his injury, so those two just trying to get some fitness up with the reserves at the moment. But this is the team you're going to go with for the home game against Leicester. De Gea in goal. Back 4 of Shaw, Jones, Lindelof and Dalot. Maguire we could play, or we could even go for Tuanzebe, but we're going to stick with Phil Jones for now. Both Pereira's in midfield alongside Paul Pogba. Rashford going to play on the left, Lingard on the right. I can't say his name, Edinson Cavani. I don't know why I can't say his name. It takes me 2 or 3 times every time I try to say his first name to get it right, and it's annoying. On the bench, Young, Maguire, Martial, Mata, McTominay, Greenwood and Chong. Well, let's get a good performance from these guys today because, like I said, we've been getting some results without playing especially well at the moment. And we have a first highlight. We're only 2 minutes into the game and it's Leicester on the ball. Here is Ricardo Pereira to Yuri Tielemans. Albrighton. He's managed to get past Luke Shaw, but Shaw does manage to get back in there. It wasn't Shaw, sorry. Shaw was a bit further back. But here's Rashford, and he's making the run by himself here. He's got Cavani ahead of him, but it's well intercepted. Here's Christian Fuchs. Prayet to James Maddison. Lovely, like, purpley pink kit Leicester in it. They look like Parma Violets. Anyone not from England has no idea what I'm talking about with that reference. Vardy's through here, and Vardy's just scored. We're 3 minutes in, and Vardy's just put them 1-0 up. And Tielemans setting it up. Too busy talking about confectionery. And we haven't started particularly well here, have we? Leicester have had 2/3 of the ball. We've had 1 shot at goal. Here's James Maddison. And Prayet. I mean, it's an attempted tackle there by Lindelof, I think that is. And why has he really given a foul for that? How is that a penalty? What was wrong with that? Vardy to make it 2-0 here on 39 minutes. He scored. We're 2-0 down. When was the last time this happened? I don't think it has. I don't think we were 2-0 down against City. We may have been. I don't know. But Vardy scored twice in this first half. Leicester are 2-0 up at Old Trafford. This could be our first home defeat of the season. I don't know how Lindelof's given away a penalty there. I don't know what for. I didn't see anything wrong with that. And we have possession here. First time we're really seeing us on the ball. With about 2 minutes left of the first half. Here is Victor Lindelof, who gave away the penalty. Finds Jesse Lingard out wide. Lingard to Pogba. And Lindelof coming forward now. Shaw. And you've got Rashford out wide. Here he is. Here's Rashford. Come on, set up Cavani. Or go yourself. Pereira. Oh, he's hit the bar? What happened there? It looked like it went in the goal. It didn't. That's what it looked like. I've got to go aggressive with that. Because that was a rubbish first half. That was really poor. I mean, Jones and Shaw are the wrong around. I don't know why that's happened. What happened there? I didn't even do that. Immediate sub at half time. Pereira's not done well, so McTominay is going to replace him. Second half, let's go positive and see if we can get something out of this. Try and claw it back. I mean, no, Vardy, who's on a hat-trick, has just dispossessed the number 4. Phil Jones, that is. Here's Lindelof. He's managed to win it back. Goes long. Cavani. He's 1-on-1 with the keeper here. And, oh, it's a smart finish. It's 2-1. And we're only a minute into the second half. That's the response that I wanted. We had an aggressive team talk as well. And Cavani gets his 15th for the season. And Lindelof with the assist as well. Makes up for giving away the penalty in the first half. Cavani with a smart finish past Kasper Schmeichel as well. I can't talk today. What concerns me is that we don't really have a lot of good attacking options. One of them is Martial, but then we've got some youngsters in Chong and Greenwood who I don't know is really going to be much of a game changer for us. I'm not quite sure. Maddison with a cross, and it's Vardy, and Tielemans has a go, and Tielemans has scored. It's 3-1. I mean, Leicester are mid-table, but they're playing like real life Leicester at the moment. They're 3-1 up at Old Trafford. I've got attacking as well for when we come back from this goal. But Maddison with a cross. And Vardy, just an unselfish layoff for Tielemans. 3-1. I dare say this has been coming. We haven't been playing well recently. And De Gea is on a 6.4. De Gea has not played a bad game all season. Here's Lingard's. There was Lingard. He's given it away. Ndidi. Maddison. To Tielemans. Maddison could be someone to look for if we're looking for midfielders. God knows how much he's going to cost now. He may have signed a new deal recently. I mean, Leicester are toying with us. Look at this. Vardy's through again. He's on a hat-trick. And, oh, it's just wide. Right. Changes. Oh, I don't know. We're going to put Mata out wide. Let's do that. And let's go direct, high tempo. We'll try it that way instead. De Gea's gone long with the goal kick. It's gone straight up to Cavani. And it's been deflected. And it's going to go for a corner. We need to take advantage of this. Come on. Mata's on this set piece. We're about 70 minutes. It's gone through everybody. Let's go very attacking. We need goals here. We haven't been good. There hasn't been a lot of shots in this one. Leicester have only had 6 shots, I think that said. 3 of them have been goals. But Leicester are completely outplaying us at our own ground here. And Vardy's through again. And this time, De Gea forces a save. Look how much space Christian Fuchs has got here. This is terrible. He's gone backwards to Maddison. Here's Ndidi. Tielemans. Again, Fuchs. He's got all the space in the world. Where is Dalot in all this? Maddison's got... It's 4-1. We're 4-1 down in our own stadium. I've gone very attacking, so they've broken and scored at the other ends. But this is embarrassing. Well, it's like we're back at the start with the bloody friendly against young boys. I mean, look how much space we're giving them. It's ridiculous. Right, Pereira's going to come off. We're going to make Phil Jones defensive midfielder. Harry Maguire's going to come on. Shaw's not been too involved today. Usually he does get forward quite a lot, but Leicester have really shut him out today. Pereira, Pogba, and look how close they are to us as well. That's a good ball from McTominay. Cavani. Here's Diogo Dalot up from right back, and he's gone for goal. Schmeichel makes a save. 82 minutes played. Mata with a corner, and it's Cavani. How has that not got in? How has that not gone in? That's hit the bar. That's hit like everything except gone in. Only about a minute or so left of the game. And we're looking at a 4-1 home defeat here against Leicester. Maybe 5-1 here. Oh my god. Maddison and De Gea saves it. I don't know where this has come from. Like, we haven't been playing particularly well recently. We've been defending well. We just haven't been creating chances today. We just haven't defended. I don't know what's brought this on. It's like United have finally had an off day and it's taken quite a while. Maybe a last chance of the game here and it's 4-1, so it doesn't even mean anything. And he's just hit it long. He's not aimed for anyone there. He's just hoofed it up the pitch and hoped to find someone. He found the Leicester goalkeeper. Man United 1, Leicester 4. Oh dear me, that was poor. I don't remember the last time we had such bad defending like that. I don't think we have. I mean, we stayed top of the table because City drew against Norwich. But City have a game in hand. Arsenal have a game in hand. Liverpool have 3 games in hand. And they're only 7 points behind us. So despite the fact we're top of the table, that could change if Liverpool do well in those games in hand. And if City win theirs as well. We could be looking at third, really. Because Liverpool haven't been dropping too many points. They've lost 2, drawn 2. Man City have drawn 4, lost 1. they're not going to drop many more points for the rest of this season. So we need to make sure that we're getting as many as we can. If we can't win at home, if we can't get results at home, we've got no chance. It was just terrible. There was nothing good about that performance apart from Cavani scoring. That was it. But anyway, let's see what we have in our upcoming fixture. I think Arsenal is going to be the next sort of key fixture as we go into March. We've got those Europa League games, of course, which we should get through pretty easily. So what I think we'll do is we will get through those Europa League games off camera. We'll come back to Arsenal next time. We'll also have the draw for the second knockout round because we will have hopefully beaten Red Star. But Chelsea off camera away, that's going to be difficult, although we did very well against them at home. Newcastle we should be winning, Brighton we should be winning, so hopefully we'll do okay there. And then in the FA Cup, Port Vale's a foregone conclusion, isn't it? Surely. If we can't beat Port Vale, we've got problems. But that is going to do it for today's episode. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed it, do drop a like down below, leave comments. If you haven't done so already, or if you're new, do consider subscribing and turning on notifications. I'll see you next episode. We're going to be hosting Arsenal, and hopefully we can start getting some wins under our belt again. We've lost 2 games now this season. That's it. Not going to lose any more matches. Let's hope not anyway. I don't want to lose anymore. We're going to try and win this league. We're doing really well. Let's keep it going. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.